I want to show you another part. I want to share with you other parts on effects here. Okay, so I created this. This fly-through really does nothing, you know. The camera doesn't move, so it's really boring. It's really boring if you don't have an effect for this. So it really doesn't do much. It's a waste of time, literally 8 seconds of it. So we're not going to do this. We are going to add an effect to it. Some of these scenes, particularly some of these effects, you really don't want to have the camera moving to and fro. That would dilute what the effect does. Like one of this, for example. Click on New Effect here. Click on the very first item here on World. Click on Sun. And I will show you how to do a daytime to nighttime animation. From daytime to nighttime, you will play with this area here called the sun height. Okay, essentially what it meant is the higher the height, the midday sun. As you see, if I drag this down, you notice that the sun direction now falls away. Okay, from daytime to evening, evening to nighttime. Okay, this is what we are going to do. Okay, now we will set this to say midday sun for now. This is the part that is I find quite challenging to do. This is one of the parts in which I think it is more appropriate you pay attention to my screen here, okay, so that you know how to do it. If not, I do a recording and then you practice on this, because it requires keyframing, and understanding keyframing concepts a little bit tricky. Okay, now we know that this is a clip. This clip does nothing. The camera does not move, so you just go there, waste 8 minutes or 8 seconds of your time. What's going to happen is I want to drag this bar to about, say, 1 second, as much as I can here. 1 second over 8 seconds here. I want the effect to kick in. What will happen is I will click here on the sun height, and you notice that there are 4 nodes here, 4 nodes down here. Be very careful not to click the wrong one, because later you cannot achieve the effect because we clicked the wrong one. Alright, so I'm going to click on this one, the top one, and click Create Keyframe. Notice once you click on this, there's a marker here. There's a keyframe marker key. Alright, so okay, setting done. So I will drag this all the way to about 7 seconds here, as precise as I can. So this is about now 7 seconds, okay, out of 8 seconds. I will then click on Create Keyframe again. Now, before I end this, I am going to drag this all the way down to nighttime. What I mean to do is, what will happen is this will be daytime for 1 second, and then after that it will drop to become nighttime, and then end at nighttime. This is what it will do. Okay, do you see the transitional change here? And sometimes the weather effect is best brought out when the camera is stationary, not also when the camera is also moving at the same time, because it just causes too much confusion there. So let's play back and take a look. So you notice that it becomes darkened, and then it becomes the nighttime, and so on. Okay, this is how we create a keyframing effect on change of time, the sun effect here. Please refer to the videos on this if it is too tricky for you. Alright, next I want to cover move. Making objects or animating objects within Lumion is actually quite easy once you get the hang of it, and it is also very necessary that you know this part. So what we are going to do is we are going to create another clip record. Okay, so this time round I'm going to zoom out. Okay, I'm going to move one of the cars here. So I want to animate the red colored car, this one. So I will take a picture of this and I will make it maybe 4 seconds and okay, back. It's again another stationary camera. What I wanted to show you is the item to move, not the camera. So that's why I put a still camera there. Okay. Next, I will put an effect to it. I will add a new effect. I will click on Objects and I will look for Move. This one. Once the effect is here, I will click on Edit. Once we edit, we will be inside the editor mode. Okay. And you will find that there are new sets of tools here. Okay, this is start position, this is end position. That means we are manipulating a particular object. Where is the starting point? Where is the ending point? Next is here. These are the manipulation commands or tools. From move, from moving, flat. From height change, next, change of height. From rotation, z-axis, to scale. This is scaling, making smaller to bigger, and turning. You are tilting it on another axis this way. Okay? Let's see what we can do when we play with this. Now, we know that this is where I want as a starting position. So I'm not going to touch it. The car needs to be here. I leave it there. So I'm going to click on the end position now. I want this car to end here. I'm going to click on this, move. I want this car to move from here to here. And I want the end result to be, now the car is tilted. I want the car to also straighten itself by the time it is done. So start position is here, end position is here. I'm happy with the outcome. Let's take a look. Okay, let me see how long it will take for this to move. So the car will travel in reverse and straighten up. Like this. Okay, hold on first, let me finish it up. Let me finish it up first. Okay, this is one part. Now, I'm still not happy with it yet. I want to create this super special effect. By the time it reaches here, I want it to mutate. Boom. So I'm going to make it grow by resizing it to become a monster car. So from start here to ending here, just by a resize command. I'm happy with it, so I take a look, and let's take a look here. So you notice that the car can now grow this way. Then maybe while we're at it, let's go back and play with it some more. I'm going to rotate pitch and see whether we can flip this guy upside down or not. So start like that, end like that. So let's take a look at this now. Okay, we can make it twist and turn. this way as a scene. Okay, this is starting to become like a Hollywood movie with your, super special effects kicking in already. Now, this is for move. Okay, let us take another clip now. Okay, I'm going to create another clip, the same clip now. All right, I'll make another 4-second shot here, and I'm going to add another special effect. This time now I will click on objects. I will look for advanced move, this one. That one is not Hollywood enough, so I'm going to make it like a stunt car driving situation using the advanced move command or special effect. With this, what's going to happen is I will click on edit again. This time round I will still select this red car here. Okay, this red car here, I will have them, let's say by the time it touches this position, okay, by the time about 6 seconds, the car is now here already, and it has already straightened itself. Okay, so initially when it is here, let's go back to frame 0, and I'm going to move the car back to its original position and its original, say, rotation this way. So over the next few seconds it will straighten itself out and then move on a little bit further. It will go back further now and then rotate like that, and then further down a little bit I'm going to move the car back even more, and it will further straighten itself again like this. Okay, and then after that I expect the car to now come out this way and then turn this way. And further out a little bit more, I'm going to shift the car out further, and it will straighten itself and go all the way. So this is the kind of scene we're talking about. Okay, so I'm happy with it, and I'll play this clip so you can do a hairpin turn, advanced move. Okay, you will be able to tweak this and create a hairpin turn situation. Hold on, I'll come to you. Alright, there's two more. Okay, I am going to create now another effect called mass move. So I will click on record, and I have quite a fair bit of human congregation at this point. Okay, I want them all to move this way, so I'll click I'll do a click here, take photo, maybe again now 4 seconds as well, and click back. I will add a new effect here under objects, mass move. What's going to happen is I will click edit. I'm going to add a path. I will draw a line, say here to here. Okay, I want to affect a lot of people, so I will stretch this one out. Notice that the line now becomes wider, So becoming wider also, it will affect the whole bunch of people there. Alright, and you can select the object speed as well, and I'm happy with it, so I go back and we take a look at the preview. So you can have an army of people marching this way into the grave. It's walking into the soil because they are all walking into the earth because the terrain is uneven. If it is a plaza, it is flat, everybody will be okay, but at the moment they are not too okay because they are walking into the graves. Alright, as it is right now. So this is the effect of advanced move. Now lastly, the last effect I want to share with you is this. I'm going to add one more effect on top of this effect here in the scene. Click on new effect again, under style, under titles, this one. We can add some titles here, like okay, when we do this, the text would appear. Okay, and we can change the size of it all, and we can also click on edit to change the style of the text, of the typeface, and so on. And also we can change the position of the text example. So when we click on this, we can do a preview. Okay, when it comes on, when it goes off as well. So there are some areas of which we can begin to control this. Alright. Okay, maybe we start at 0%. Let's say, yeah. Okay. And then it ends at somewhere 1 second 1.46 second there somewhere. So let's increase this a little bit, so it ends longer before it goes away or something. About say 2 seconds. Okay, something like that. Alright. Now, when we start adding in all these effects already, if you look at the entire movie clip itself, we have already achieved nearly 1 minute of it all. Okay, we have yet to cover the interior. So there you go. It's very, very easy to achieve a 1 minute video rendering of this. Alright, once we're happy with it, obviously then we should save this first with an export in case it crashes. Before we go on to saving and rendering the entire clip all together. Alright, that's what we have to share with you for today. Please go and practice on this and refer to the videos. Thank you. I'll just leave this running.